Well then, what do I really think of what Andy Burnham just did? Well, I think it was a nothingness. It was an absolute shambles, from water fights in a hosepipe ban to giggling teenagers, Shabana Mahmood, to Andy Burnham saying absolutely nothing in way too many words. It was a word salad of bleh, which has left us no further forward other than an insight into the communist future that we are going to be maintaining. And it's all covering up the fact that Keir Starmer said that he wasn't going to give out any peerages, and he's given 17.5% out in resignation. Sadiq Khan got one. I mean, what the fuck? What are we going to call him? Lord Sadiq Khan of fuckwittigeness. I mean, ask your average Londoner whether they agree with that. Now, somebody's going to skew some data somewhere, and they're going to skew a poll somewhere and say, he's dead popular. Yeah. Genuinely ask the people of London. I think they're going to say something really, really different. But, you know, who are we to argue? And Keir Starmer's just shown his absolute true colours. And when you see everybody giving it the whole, oh, well done, Keir, you were great, you got us into power, you know, you've done a fantastic job, having slagged him off for the past, I don't know how long, and then applauding what he's done and carrying on with it, you know that it's just same shit, different suit and a t-shirt and some eyelashes. There's no difference. Absolutely no difference. Burnham wants to, in his words, carry on the work that Starmer did, but he wants to do it where everybody's friends and they all have a hug at the beginning and at the end of the day. He wants to stop party infighting, which to me sounds like I'm just going to make loads of promises to loads of people and hope they don't catch up with me. I'm going to be the man of the people. I'm just going to be like, yeah, we can think about it. Yeah, we can do it. We don't need that. We literally need a party that goes, we're doing this, it's done. If you don't like it, off you pop. Simple. Because that's how the world works. We're not all in it for let's all have a big hug this. Let's hug this out. Come on. I'm here for you. No. I'm here for lowering taxes. I'm here for lowering welfare. I'm here for lowering borrowing. I'm here for living a life. When he talks about making life a bit more affordable, that was free. When he talks about us all wanting the lives that, I mean, I can't even remember the spam he put it in, but it's all, you know, I'm your friendly MP. You really couldn't be less friendly if you tried. We don't buy a word of it. Your predecessor lived his political life by lying, not answering questions, and not being held accountable. And you've just said you're going to carry on his work. We already know you are. You cannot talk about being pro-business when you've left Manchester in £1.34 billion of debt. I mean, the only business you're pro, therefore, is the bank. Because businesses in Manchester tell a very, very different tale to the one that you tell. And of course, you're not going to spin that, are you? Why would you? Because that would be the truth, and we don't do the truth. It's like Bridget Phillipson did something yesterday about SATs. SATs results have gone up. Well, no, what's happened, and this is the bit that she won't tell you, is we've lowered the standard of SATs. So we've lowered the standards. She's lowered the grade boundaries. That's not standards going up, Bridget. That's lowering standards, which is what happens under Labour every single time. Standards are lowered, we get into loads of debt, the Conservatives have to come in afterwards, or whoever it's going to be, but historically it's been the Conservatives or the coalition. They are left with all manner of shit to sort out, and then everyone goes 14 years of pain. It's like, yeah, you want to go 15 years back before you do the 14 years. If you went 15 years back, you'd work out why it was so painful. But nonetheless, the Tories fucked a lot up. I mean, PPE is just an absolute joke. They really did absolutely fuck some monumental things up. What I see from the Tories at the minute is a party that's going, yeah, we oh God, that's awkward. We went really, really wrong. No, that can't happen again. What I see from Labour is we've gone really wrong. Let's do it again. Let's go further and faster to be really wrong again. We can do it. Yeah, let's really screw them over. And they are. They are really screwing us over royally. I mean, it's a nice sunny Friday, and all of the joy has been sucked out by the mood hoover that is Andy Burnham and Lucy Powell with her talk of a water fight in the middle of a fucking hosepipe ban, and Shabana Mahmood barely able to get anything out of her mouth because you're giggling because Andy Burnham, I mean, I've got a girl crush on him. It's just pathetic. There was no seriousness there. And then we cut to Neil Kinnock looking all suave in his beige jacket and his white shirt. And he's giving, because Burnham's fangirling, fanboying Kinnock. And Kinnock's going... And then Lord Blunkett gets a little bit of a mention. And he sits there and goes... And I'm sitting there going, guys, this is the death knell. This is like when Keir Starmer says he's got confidence in you. You know what's going to happen next. You know that's not going to end well. Neil Kinnock, if I were you, I'd exit stage left because this one's going to be worse than that one. And the reason I know that why this one is going to be worse than that one is because this one doesn't even have the backbone to get through the first week. He's not even managed to go up in front of journalists. Literally, we don't know what he's going to do, when he's going to do it, and he won't tell us any of that because he daren't. He's done a nicey speech about how we're all going to be friends, we're going to hug it out and it's going to be great. But we don't actually know what Andy Burnham's going to do. And he's drip feeding into the public, probably going to have to ask for a little bit more money. That's his way, isn't it? Yeah, I might just have to ask for a little bit more money. That equates to, I'm raising taxes. But if he says, I'm raising taxes, he's going to get the same short shrift that Starmer got. So he's I might have to ask for it. Doesn't matter how much you dress it up, Andy. When people don't have money in their pay packet because it's all gone to the government who are giving £153 million to Pakistan, they're not going to be your friends. It doesn't matter how you say, oh, thanks ever so much for giving me 90% of your wages. That's really kind. The people in Pakistan will be so grateful. They're going to say, get the fuck out. We don't want you. We need a credible party, a serious party. And that's where we're at. And I think today was a gift to the entire opposition. It was very much it's on a plate, guys. Ready when you are. In you come. And they'll all be watching it and dissecting it and dismantling it. And to be honest with you, it just won't take them that long because there's no substance. There's absolutely no substance. I'd be mildly inclined, if I were any of the opposition, to just go, can't even be asked. I'm not even commentating on it. I'm not even going to give it feedback. What for? What can I possibly say that is... there was just nothing in there. And there wasn't anything in there. So he has sucked the fun out of Friday, but he has given me a little bit of hope because that's not lasting. It doesn't matter how the eyelashes and the t-shirts go. That's sayonara. We could all say gin o'clock cheers to that, couldn't we? Thank you, by the way, to everyone who said go and have a gin and tonic yesterday and enjoy it. We didn't have any tonic. Annoying. So for my birthday, somebody had bought me, I think it was a pina colada in a can, one of those already made ones. My birthday's the end of April. It's still sat in the fridge by July. That's the sorry state of affairs, isn't it? So because we didn't have any tonic, I thought, I'm just going to have it. It's been a day. We've got through the surgery. I'm just going to sit in the garden and have it. Oh my God, it tasted like warm jelly. It was one of the most horrible... It'd been in the fridge, but it was still that thick sort of... one of the most horrible things I'd ever drunk. But I did drink it, obviously. Once you've opened it, you can't waste it.